And the clock is ticking for prosecutors in the case of the man accused of killing 13-year-old Madeline Soto.
Stephan Stearns is scheduled to be in court.
Stearns has a record of not appearing in court, and it looks like that record will continue today as he just waived his appearance within the last couple of hours. Now,
you know how many females I've responded to, lifeless, dead females in their apartment with order of protections in their back pocket?
How can we get this done to protect the children from these horrific? I don't think that there's any law in the land that will ever just eliminate evil from this planet.
You got to agree, right, Ed?
Will always
100%.
Will always
laws are made to be broke.
It's about preventing these heinous acts as much as possible. What kind of law be introduced? There
is no laws, and no matter what, that can protect you. Listen.
Under her bill, a judge could order a physical castration for anyone convicted of a sex offense involving a child under the age of 13. The bill passed through the Senate floor on Tuesday afternoon. Barrow says it is a necessary change.
And it would change individuals' thinking as it relates. At least they'll think about it once they realize the real.
I want to say this too. I mean, I love this woman because she's tough on you. With the death penalty in Florida, these crimes still continue to happen. He's standing possible capital murder charges here, Ed. So go ahead.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, of all the states in the United States, Florida is the worst place for this guy to be because, you know, they're second to none in their prosecution on these types of cases.
Yeah, he's going to get fried there.
Judge has ordered that his balls be removed. My next guest demanded Sullivan be physically castrated. A man is accused and has been convicted of raping a 14-year-old, and he was sentenced to 50 years in prison. And now part of that sentence is physical castration. Many of us have heard of chemical, but when you talk about physical, exactly what does that mean?
For the case of physical castration, we're talking about a surgeon surgically removing the defendant's testicles from his body.
I'm just here to show you that the state of Louisiana takes sexual predators very, very seriously.
Do you expect to file more charges against other people? Will there be additional arrests in this case?
Well, right now is an open, ongoing investigation.
State attorney will have to make a big decision.
That decision is life or death. After the hearing that's happening, they'll have 45 days to decide whether or not they want to go after the death penalty for Stephan Stearns.
I'm in Kuala Lumpur right now, right? And over in here in Southeast Asia, they have child trafficking issues like you would not. In fact, I went to dinner tonight with a couple of child trafficking police officers investigating these terrible, horrific crimes involving pedophilia and child trafficking. It's unbelievable in this part of the world, right? You're talking, you're talking Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand, and it's crazy how many Americans come over here and commit crazy crimes with children. But thank God now we have new laws now that allow us to prosecute these animals back in the United States for crimes they commit here in these foreign.
We need to be our first line of defense, and that's a fact. There's no way of getting around it.
100%.
We want to thank the diligent work of the state's attorney's office, the medical examiner's office, and our other law enforcement partners who assisted with this investigation. Your expertise and dedication were instrumental in uncovering the truth. Right, I'm going to defer to the state's attorney.
Let's talk about the new information that we've learned, that Maddie's body was dumped before she was even reported missing.
Although an indictment has been returned this afternoon, it is still an open and ongoing criminal investigation. So much of this information cannot be disclosed until Mr. Stearns' attorney, if he does so, elects to participate in discovery, and then all of you in the media know how to go about seeking information through public records.
Was there anyone else in that house
Not that we've uncovered.
Now, I also reached out to Maddie's mother, Jen. The phone number I have for her, though, has since been disconnected. So our newscast, I spoke with Maddie Soto's aunt, Stephanie Soto. She tells me the family was told about Stephan Stearns' murder charge just a few hours before it was publicly announced. She says this is all extremely difficult, and the hardest part is the waiting, having no real closure or answers as to why this happened. Stephanie Soto also gave us this statement. It reads in part, quote, "The Soto family continues to mourn the devastating loss of Maddie. We trust that the prosecutors and detectives are working diligently to bring justice for Maddie." We got a statement on behalf of Tyler and Tatiana Wallace. It reads, quote, "They are heartbroken by the tragic loss of their daughter. Maddie's passing has left them shattered, but their resolve for justice remains unwavering."
Stephan Stearns, should he face castration like the state of Louisiana is doing and has done since 2008?
You know, a prosecutor is not going to take the case forward if they don't believe they can win the case in court, okay, right, for the death. Okay, so, you know, they're waiting for more definitive probable cause, and they want to be comfortable that if they present this to a jury at a trial, they're going to win.
How long has been for jury?
I'm going to have to defer to the state's attorney.
Again, any question about the facts of the case, it's going to be the same answer. Once his attorney participates in discovery, the public records laws change, and you all will be able to get a lot of that information.
All right, this is a societal issue, okay? We have to understand that we have all these laws say homicide's illegal, rape is illegal, you know, all these different crimes are illegal. But does that stop people from doing them? You can have all the laws on the books that you want. It's not going to stop people from committing crimes.
And as you say at the end of every one of our shows, stay safe, stay prepared, and watch your six. Right?
Watch your six.
That comes right into play, not just for law enforcement. It comes into play for everybody. Ed's not saying that for us, for just cops and retired cops. He's saying that for all of us. And we have some things that get in the way. Madeline Soto is a minor, right? So there's some laws in regards to releasing information as it pertains to her. But the police and the investigators that are on this case, they gather up their evidence and they present it to the district attorneys that are charging this case, getting to the bottom of Stephan Stearns. This is exactly how he murdered her. So that's the thing.
It's not just Stephan Stearns, okay? I mean, they have to look at the mother, okay? They have to see what her involvement in this is, okay? So, I mean, there's a lot of dots and a lot of I's that need to be dotted, a lot of T's that need to be crossed. And, you know, they're working in the background, and we as in the public, we don't know exactly all that they're doing, but rest assured, they are working this case.
You know, maybe, just maybe, and we're not saying this is for sure, but maybe we could be seeing somewhere down the line, and it could be, look, the pre-trial is not until July. They pushed that back for a reason, Ed. Now, I'm just thinking a little bit outside the box here. I could, you know, be completely wrong with this, but maybe they needed more time to fully investigate. And between now and July, and potentially August, they could drop that bomb. They could drop that bombshell.
100%. You know, they got him dead to rights on all these child sex molestation charges. All right, he's not getting out from underneath this, okay? Yeah. And now they're looking at, you know, they should be looking at the mom and seeing what her involvement is and whether they can clear her of any wrongdoing or whether she participated in some way, shape, or form.
Our detectives have worked tirelessly to piece together the events leading up to Madeline's disappearance, and with the collaboration of the state's attorney's office, we prepared the case for the grand jury that was heard today. The grand jury determined that our department secured enough evidence to obtain a first-degree murder indictment. We appreciate each grand jury member for their careful consideration. We want to thank the diligent work of the state's attorney's office, the medical examiner's office, and our other law enforcement partners who assisted with this investigation. Your expertise and dedication were instrumental in uncovering the truth.
So he is just using caution here, but ladies and gentlemen, they have more than enough if they want to proceed with the capital murder charge, capital punishment against Stephan Stearns. They have it here. I'm just going to reassure you, they have it here without this murder first degree charge, and they now have a double whammy on this guy. So hallelujah, and let the wheels of justice spin and let justice be served for this poor young 13-year-old soul